Hello and welcome to a little kind of vlog of what I'm doing currently with my artwork. My name is Beatrice Ajayi, and I've been creating art from a young age, and this is a new journey that I decided to take this year of actually painting my items, my pieces of artwork in the practical manner, as in with paint, physical paint. So this piece here I'm doing is with water soluble oils, and this piece is kind of drying at the moment, but it's one of the different pieces that I've been working on recently, and I am enjoying myself in one way because it is the material I should be using for what I'm trying to create with the way my work is. But on the other hand, the patience level is quite different from my digital work, so I am having to figure out what I want to do from that perspective and just be patient, really. So this is one of the pieces that I'm working on right now, and so that's kind of it's two girls kind of in a field with the backdrop of tulips, and I'm waiting for this to dry, so I can't really do anything else at the moment, so I'll just put them aside. But I've been doing quite a few different pieces. So I've got like this little one here, which is also, this is the first one that I did tulips with, and I kind of was looking for something to fill the actual, our background, kind of our environment, because I'm focusing a lot on the characters, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put in their space, and also what I'm trying to say. So I'm kind of doing it both ways, where it's like I've drawn a character and I really like the character, and I'm trying to think, right, what will I do with her now? So at the moment, because of the medium I'm using, which I'm not used to, and I'm having to wait and work on multiple actual pieces at the same time, it's really hard to try and decide what I want to do. So this one is another piece which I started some time ago. So it's probably the first one I started working on, actually. So you can see here that there's a kind of a bug, which was originally supposed to be a moth, but it ended up looking like kind of a fly of some sort, and the wings go up here. And then she was just by herself on the fly, and then I've kind of added another character because in front of her felt a little bit empty. So I kind of did that, and then also add in some more things in the background. So the leaves and the flowers, white tulips, and some other plants that I'm trying to see if I can put in there, and some bulb kind of tulips here as well, and trying to add different details. Like I really like the floor of kind of a cobbly, pebbly, background there. So it's trying to get used to the layers and being patient, and I really like the way the leaves have turned out as well, kind of the shadow of them. So I kind of I took a picture when I was partway through and did kind of a digital workup on what I wanted to do with the piece, and then I basically ended up kind of finishing it so that I could see what I wanted it to be like. So I've done that, and then I'm now kind of trying to copy what I adjusted digitally with it. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. And then there's quite a few different pieces I'm working on all at the same time, because I'm actually quite impatient and I want to I want to be able to get my skill set up. I don't know if I'm rushing it, or I can see where I want the work to go, but in between it's just kind of having to try and be patient and learning how to apply the paint and the layering and all sorts of stuff as well. So with this one, I really like this one as well, and I really love the kind of cobbly bit at the bottom here. And this is supposed to be a completely white bear. It was kind of from a reference photo of a polar bear, and then I kind of drew her on top. And a lot of the work recently, I was speaking to a lady that takes some of my work into her shop, a retailer, and one of my pictures were based on disability. Just randomly, one of my little characters had one of her legs was kind of a prosthetic. So looking at that and discussing that with her, and saying I should maybe kind of explore that. I've recently just been making characters where that is my focal point of showing these character heroes, and also showing the fact that there is a. See, I'll just zoom in here a little bit so you can see her leg, and her arm as well. Actually, that they're kind of prosthetics, but they're like heroes as well. So it's kind of showing this and just bringing that forward as a thought in my work. And then for myself, I'm trying to think, right, how am I balancing this not to be offensive or not to. It's that whole thing, because all my characters are supposed to be brave little individuals who are unique, and they don't conform to their environment, as in, there's all those things kids have to face of growing up with bullying, and also for myself as growing up as a minority in an environment where my family were the only black family in the whole town. I was brought up with a lot of confidence in myself, so I didn't really have hang-ups about who I was or what I could achieve or what I was about. We were very simple siblings and children, and we just got on with life, and we didn't have any hatred or anything against anybody. But it's this side of where it's looking at children in general, and that each one of them is unique, and each one of them brings something to the world, to society. And so for me, every time I create a character, it's kind of looking at them as being little heroes in their world, and with their scope and their skills and their talents, they are here for a purpose, and so if they fully embody that, then they will achieve all that they ever put their hands on or want to do. So it's really cool, and it's been fun trying to do this with the paintings, and trying to actually relax into it, because it's quite a complex thing to be patient when I just want to churn out work. And I'm having to work on more than one at a time. And also trying to know when I'm supposed to finish, because if not, that's going to be a problem for me later on. So I just thought I'd share currently what I'm working on, the different ones, and the journey that I'm going through at the moment for this. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it. And thank you for joining me for this quick little session.